Hi, my name is Forrest Gump. Today's podcast slash video is about you will never be told the truth. Hell, you probably can't even handle the truth be told. This video is not about conspiracy. This video is about sharing information that changed lives. Most people have chosen not to know. The only way you can know something is you pretty much have to discover it for yourself, especially in today's society. As an herbalist, it has been my number one goal is to discover truths that would save lives, discover truths that would help people have a better life. Illness-free, ailment-free, disease-free. But the majority of society has been listening to are the people in the white jackets with the DR in front of their names. So people have wholeheartedly given their complete belief system to those who do not have their best interest at heart. I'm not saying everybody's bad. I'm just simply saying you cannot ever truly know something unless you seek the information for yourself, which is what I've done. There's a reality to truth, especially when you discover it for yourself. I'll share an example today. I met a guy today, and he was probably mid-60s, He said he had just come from the doctor because he had a white band on his wrist for prostate cancer. And of course, me being who I am, I asked, have you ever done any research as to what cancer is? And of course, he looked at me and he said no. When he said no, it made me think he has put all of his trust in someone else instead of himself. When he is told something, he believes it wholeheartedly. So that leads me to believe 99.9% of society is doing the same thing. Very few people do research to discover for themselves what is wrong with themselves. Very few people know that minerals and nutrients are what the body needs. Very few people know that ailments are a result of a lack of minerals and nutrients. Very few people know that there is no such thing as cancer being a disease. What you talking about? Very few people know the reality of truth. Cancer is not a disease. I know you don't want to believe me, but for the most part, all your ailments are just mineral deficiencies. Now, you're not going to believe me, and I know that. That's not the point. The point is, the only way to know if I'm telling the truth or not is either to check what I'm saying or not. See, if you don't, then you become a victim of someone else's belief system. If you do, you discover for yourself facts, truths. And the only way to know a truth is truly discover it for yourself. So I want to share some truths. I don't want to change your belief system. I just want to share some truth. I want you to challenge yourself. I want you to question what I'm saying enough to challenge what I'm saying. Meaning, do some research for yourself. Find out if this life you're living has secrets that are being kept from you because you believe what someone is telling you, or you've given all your trust to something outside of yourself, even though your body talks to you every day. So my goal is not to turn this into something conspiratorial. My goal is to not to have you, follow this path of disbelief. My goal is to challenge you to check to see if what I'm saying is true. My goal is to help you know the truth that I know. Not by making you believe me, but having you check me. That's all I want you to do is just check the things that I'm saying. Now, with all that being said, the truth is the truth when you discover it. If someone else is telling you something, that's not a truth. That's their truth. See, everybody's got their own truth. If you buy my truth, then you become victim to me. If you buy their truth, you become victim to them. I'm saying discover for yourself so that you can make a decision. When the guy told me he had no idea what cancer was, it kind of blew my mind because of his age. But it just showed me that the majority of society thinks the same way. When somebody tells you something is wrong, you believe it. Well, if I can sell you some swampland right now in Florida, by all means, let's do this. My agenda is not to sell you anything right now. My agenda is to educate you, to help you discover for yourself that there are solutions. There are real solutions, that nature is something that you can see, that man does not heal anything. He can't. Doctors forever practicing. They don't heal anything. They practice medicine. Nature heals all. Nature has a solution for everything. My purpose is to share that solution with you. Truth be told, I can tell you things that you don't know. I can share with you information that I have that I discovered. I will tell you this. The best information, doctors write the best information. It is the only place they can share their truths, is in books. They cannot come out and tell you the truth about different ailments because they're practicing. And they could lose their practice. This is why the FDC does not govern herbal supplements. They do not govern plant-based supplements because plants are from nature, and everything that doctors offer are from man, medicine. It is not from nature. So their agenda is they have to push the medication. They cannot offer real solutions. If you look at every medication out there, it has multiple side effects. But people ignore that. And that boggles my mind. How could you ignore? Is the fear of the ailment so strong that it will make you ignore the side effects? There are more side effects than solutions to an issue that you may have. If you see anything that has more damage than good, why would you even consider it? That just boggles my mind, but it just shows me how weak people are. To purposely be a guinea pig for something that you know is going to harm you and you do it. Now, I have to say this, and I'm not trying to harp or pick on any particular industry or people or, I'm not trying to make this a video out of pointing the finger. What I'm trying to do is wake up the mind that has the capability to be woken. Okay? That's all I want to do here is wake up a mind. Now, in order to wake up a mind, sometimes you got to say some things that people just, aren't going to agree with. 9 out of 10 people will not agree with half the things I'm saying. And the reason why is because their belief system has been bought and sold and controlled. That's right. If I told you a person with cancer's fear is so strong that they would take a poison knowing full well that it's going to do more damage than good, because poison cannot assist in any fashion without destroying. Wait a minute. Poison can't assist in any fashion without destroying. So every medication that you take that has more than one side effect, you are consuming that to heal one thing, but it damages 100 things. Please help me to understand what I don't understand, because my mind is being a little small right now, and I just can't understand how a person can see past the many, many negatives just to get one result. That don't register with me. So all that tells me is people have a fear that supersedes their intellect. People have a fear and a belief system that allows them to become victims. I don't want anyone listening to me to be a victim if you don't have to. And I'm here to tell you right now, man did not create you. Man didn't create man. And if man is practicing something, that means he doesn't know what he's doing. But when you look around you, you can see that nature knows what it's doing. And if I tell you there is a herbal plant for every ailment under the sun, one or two things in your mind is going to happen. Well, I don't believe you. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. You ain't got no PhD. You ain't got no ABC, EFG. You ain't got nothing that makes me want, who are you and why should I believe in you? That's how you think. It didn't cross your mind that I've picked up 6 different doctors' books, read them all and understood them all, and listened to them tell the truth. That's what I did because I wanted to know the truth. Same thing with the law. Picked up the law book, read it. Legislative intent, read it. Traffic, read it. Administrative Procedure Act, read it. Because I wanted to know what governs me on the highway. Again, I'm telling you, there are things you just don't know. And there's only one way to find out. If you don't do it for yourself, you probably want to listen to somebody who is not asking you to buy anything, but is willing to share that knowledge with you. Now, you happen to be listening to somebody who's willing to share that knowledge with you. And nor am I asking you to buy anything. See, when you believe a person is telling you the truth without him asking you for something, chances are you're going to discover what he's saying is true. And when you discover what that person is saying is true, the believability change. I'm a nobody sharing information that can change your life across the board from many perspectives. So here I am, here I sit, sharing information with you, asking for nothing in return. And if you check everything I'm saying, you're going to understand that I'm telling the truth. And that's all I want you to know is that I'm telling the truth. I don't want you to believe me, I want you to check me. When you discover that I'm telling you the truth, then and only then, I want you to say, okay, what else you got? Let's do this. Let's roll. I'm here to tell you there is something available for every ailment you have under the sun from nature. I'm here to tell you that the side effects don't exist. Anything you consume too much of can hurt you. But see, nature's a little different. You know, nature was designed for you. Medication is made in a laboratory with chemical compounds that offer damage, more damage than good. So if you don't do nothing but take away the fact that I'm being honest and I'm sharing some information that I know you've never heard, okay, and I'd like to share a lot more. So if you like what I'm saying and would like to hear a lot more, better information, this is that video that kind of just wakes you up and say, hey, okay, this guy's going somewhere, and I might want to be, I might want to be in the back seat. Or I might want to be the driver, because I want to know things that I don't know. To me, that's what life's about. Learning the things that we don't know. Advancement, growing, prospering. That's what life is about to me. So I've put years and spent a lot of money on learning things across the board. Health, relationship, sex, law, food, across the board. I've learned stuff. Real estate. Investment, cryptocurrency, you name it. I've learned it across the board. and I'm constantly learning. It's a journey for me, and I enjoy it. So I decided to do this podcast/video to share some of it with people who are interested in the same thing. People who want to kind of grow, don't want to be on that same plateau, because life is truly about growing. If you like what you're hearing and like to hear some more, subscribe. Share this with people that you like. Hell, share this with people that you hate. You know what I'm saying? Do a good deed. You got haters out there. Share this with your haters. Share this with anybody who would like to do better in life. My name is Forrest.